live here, the Twin Cities, Minnesota, jwsolarusa. Guys, we're gonna be doing some tests here, and we're gonna go cooking. You wanna cook with me? Come on. Maybe you can try something you never had before. It's not that complicated, but it's just something we're gonna do quick here. But we're gonna be using the Magnusign Magnum inverter to run the show with the Volkswagen e-Golf. These are made Sanyo made and made in Japan. 8.544 kilowatt of power, and we're gonna go cooking with my system right here, all in solar, like I told you guys on the first video. Check it out. Come on with me. All right, what we have here is a Beller 10-in-1 multi-cooker. And guys, this is what we're going to be using. We're testing this thing with the specifications they have here, and if you haven't seen the first video, I encourage you to go back and look it up. So these are one of the features that we're going to be using today. And guys, stay tuned for that, because it's going to be a test, and we're going to be doing a load test on the system, because since we've been doing a lot of stuff with the Magnum, so we want to give it a shot, and we want to give a shot to the Volkswagen e-Golf, the Sanyo batteries, lithium batteries, and you guys can able to see it. But before that, I'm going to show you some of the stuff I'm going to be adding into the inverter, so that we can have more load and see what the inverter can do if we can able to cook simultaneously, instead of just prioritizing our cooking or our lifestyle. We don't want to prioritize. We want to do everything simultaneously. Stay tuned for that. All right, guys, what I have here is a tea kettle. You guys seen it on my load test, and it consumes 1500 watts of power. And this guy right here, the new guy we're gonna put on test, and let's check the specification on this guy. Is gonna say his 1000 watt is taking. Okay, 1000 watt, 120 volt AC. And check this guy out. You've seen it, but I just want to make you guys prove that. And right there, you see it. $1,500 watts. So let me set it right here so you can take a close look at it. Let me zoom that. It's right there. 1,500 watts. It's taken from the inverter. So both these guys alone already is gonna take approximately 1,000, and 1,500 is gonna be 2,500 watts. This guy's gonna be taking. I'm gonna be boiling the water in the tea kettle, and I'll make sure initialize the fridge and the freezer, maybe the hot water, the dispenser, the cold and hot water, so that we can see if it's gonna trip the 30 amp that is built in the inverters, because a 30 amp inverter, and I'm running a 10 gauge wire into that thing, and see how this thing can handle. Stay tuned. Before we're gonna do that, we're gonna try and prepare what we're gonna be cooking here. Ta-da! This is what we're gonna be cooking. It's a crisper, traditional medium couscous. So this one you can grab at your local store, where you can able to get Heartland or whatever place that gives you better food or whatever. You can buy your stuff. The ingredients are here. If you never you haven't got a couscous, and Google it and see what it is, and you can go from there and show you how you're about to go about cooking your stuff. And it comes in a big container, which is a 10-pound. That's 4.545 kilograms. So this is what we're going to be doing here today. and we're gonna cook this. And stay tuned. Live from Minnesota, jwsolarusa USA. Thanks for watching. So we're gonna grab the internal part of this guy, and while we take this thing and measure some couscous that we're gonna be washed and put it in here and ready to do our own business. Okay. You know what? We're gonna change the recipe. Instead of couscous, I realized that we have couscous for food at in the house right now. So I'm gonna cook rice. It's a royal basmati rice. Look at that. We're gonna measure some of that, and it's a fine rice, and we're gonna measure some of it and put it into this thing right here. Washed it and put it into this thing and regulate and choose the percentage. The water is marked. It tells you how much water, how many cups for the water you have to use, and it's right here. Tells you this can take up to about 12 cups. 12 cups of rice. So whatever you're cooking, and it tells you the water mark. According to if it's a 2 cups, you can just have the water right there, and it's gonna do its thing. Okay, stay tuned. Let me just measure the rice and put it in. All right, guys, this is the rice right here. Let's do some measurements here and see how much cups we're gonna cook. Here, cup is just a little one, like this. So 1 cup is marked, and 2, and 3, and 4. I'm cooking for everyone so we can come eat. 5 cups. Let's just do 5 cups, okay? I think 5 cups will be okay for all of us. And whatever stew we're gonna be cooking, I don't know yet. So we're trying to cook the rice first. So while we gonna be washing the rice, and I'm gonna fill up this guy with water and get it ready as well, so that we can start the test simultaneously. All right, this bad boy takes about 2.2 liters, which that thing takes about 1.7, the tea kettle, and the water is gonna be dumped in here in the commercial grade. You just keep pumping it like this to get your coffee. This is a commercial grade thermo flask or water storage. This is the, see that it's a 1.7, so we're gonna be short on the water a little bit. I might probably set up another one. So I divide the load, trying to divide the load evenly and get into a different breaker. And the pressure cooker is right here, and the water dispenser is right here in the same corner, and the refrigerator and the refrigerator, you can see right now no power is on there and everything is off. No power on any of these devices, but they're already preset in a way that when I flip the breaker into the inverter, and it's gonna send the power simultaneously, hot water dispenser and the cold, all of the freezer, the fridge. The only thing that is not gonna turn on at the moment will be this one. It's a digital. I have to choose. I have to select that, or else is just gonna beep till I have to push this one. So I have to leave the camera back in the command center there and come here and push this thing later. You can see the spike. Okay, the surge, that's what I want you guys to see, but you cannot see that because I have to come back and do this one. I want to see if the system can do it automatically. The other rice cooker can do that. This rice cooker would have done it if I just push this button down here. It's gone. Then I can fire up the thing right away. It start up. But since that one is a digital, is a programmable thing, I cannot able to do that. That would be the only one of the things that we're gonna miss on the test. Okay, stay tuned. The rice is getting ready. Then I'm gonna put on the rice cooker right there, and that one I have to initialize that test later. If my wife was here, she would have done it right away. You guys can see the spike, what the inverter can even surge to, how many amps. All right, guys. So we're gonna put the rice is already set up, and we're gonna get it in here. It's 5 cups, remember, and set it in here. And the water is right on the level where it's sitting right there. And we're gonna close this thing. Okay, it's locked. See the sign say locked right there. So make sure that we keep the pressure. Okay, pressure, so that we can cook or we can release the pressure, either or. So we can go release pressure. Okay, right there, so that steam comes out when it cooks. Stay tuned. We're gonna ready to fire up this stuff. Are you ready for this? Let's do it. So let's look at state of charge right now. Currently we are 75% state of charge, and let's go back here. We are 30.1. We still riding on the same voltage we had last night and all the way. Stay tuned. Watch this and see the amps. I'm gonna be on the other side where the new cooker, the pressure cooker, is the multi 10 to 1 multi cooker, pressure cooker, and make sure that we're gonna program that at the same time so that you guys can see the amps coming out from the batteries. And please watch carefully. See the voltage we're starting at 30.1. Watch for sag of voltage. Watch for the amps coming out, and we're gonna go and we're gonna check the state of charge as well. All right, you guys can see the solar is already off. You can see no tricks here, and all the thing off. It's just on the battery itself, so it doesn't need any help. Take a look at this one and see how many amps coming out, and after that watch the voltage and see the state of charge later. We'll come back there and you guys can see the power is gonna surge. So I'm gonna go run and go back there and try to get the pressure cooker to be on. Stay tuned. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, I think I saw over 170 something amps. 179. Take a look. We pull in the amps. Everything is on. Did you guys see what's going on? So now we are pulling 142 amps. So multiply 120, multiply something 29.3 times this. You will see how many amps is pulling, or the total wattage. Okay, we're still sitting at 74. Remember how much we start at. You know exactly how much we started. So this is what we pulling: 122, 123 amps. This is what we already took from the batteries earlier. The 77 amps are the ones already out from the batteries. Okay, let's go back here. This is what we're pulling right now. Everything is running, and 140. The batteries are still holding up. No heat, no nothing. Nothing's coming out. These batteries are holding up pretty well. So let's check it out and see how everything is running. There you go. That's the plug for the tea kettle. It's on. You can hear it on the background, almost boiling the water. Oh, we missed the refrigerator. Turn this one off. Okay, now it kicks in. It's running. See the light? Missed that search, but the freezer is running. The water dispenser and heater is running simultaneously. And the rice cooker is going. Boy, the LED you can't even see with the lights. So it says we are cooking at 25. Let me try and dim the screen. We have a 25 minutes of cook time. The LED is just glare. Okay, check this out. Okay, so that means you can open it while it's cooking. So we can do that. You have to go back. So now it's doing again. It's in 25 minutes. The water dispenser light is on. Since now we turn the freezer on, we gotta check that out. There's a little light. You see that LED up here? Where's my finger? Right there. It's a little LED. So water dispenser is on. This bad boy is almost about to get done. It's boiling. See that? It's almost getting boiled. Let's go back. Okay, now the inverter fan is running. It's pulling 146 amps from the batteries. And let's see, still sitting at, okay, now we drop heavy load. We dropped about from 74 or 75 is a 3% down. I think we started at 75% state of charge, or 74. If it's 74, rewind that and see. If it's 74, we just drop about 2%. If it's 75, about 3% here. So we pull in something. The Magnum fan, you can hear it. Just a little bit. It's not even on a higher peak. It's not like really going crazy. So the batteries are doing pretty well. And all a little bit, you can feel like it's pulling a lot of power. So guys, this is what it is, and I'll let you guys watch. And what, because pretty soon, oh, there you go, the water dispenser, the thing just the water stopped boiling. It drops from 100 and something to 74 amps. So we cooking now. Just the freezer, the fridge, the water dispenser, and the rice cooker. All right, this is what I'm doing for you guys. Thanks for watching. Love you guys all. Stay blessed. Like and subscribe. Water is all done. It's ready. So I'm gonna go turn this one into the thermal flask. Here goes the hot water. And you gotta open up this guy here. Drop this, open up this, take this guy out, just like a straw like. Okay. And we're gonna dump this water in. It's really hot, guys. Hot water. But this thing takes about 2.2 liter, which the tea kettle is only 1.7. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do a second load here so that we can fill up this. And my wife likes tea, and we can just set everything for her when she come back, and everything's gonna be okay from work. All right, guys, we're gonna go for the second round so that we can fill up the water. Now the tea kettle's on. Let's check the meter. Now we're only pulling 124 amps. And let's go back to the state of charge. Number 5, and there you go, 69. It's a heavy load, man. So a heavy load we pull in. Batteries were not charged, but this is what we pull in. Let's check the pressure cooker. I can hear it. There we go, guys. The pressure cooker is doing its thing, and the water dispenser, the water heater. So I gotta turn the water heater off for this because we're not gonna use the water. We're boiling water. To shut this guy off here, the red one, we reduce power consumption from the batteries. And this guy is cooking right here. the freezer is running, and the refrigerator. It's about to boil again. Let's check. Since we already took the water, hot water from the water dispenser, the heater off, and let's check the amps. These are the amps right now, coming out because the water heater, the tea kettle is running. Watch this carefully as I go and turn the water dispenser off. The water dispenser is off, and you see the amps drop, and the tea kettle is gonna get done pretty soon. It's gonna drop. Check this one. Check this out. The water is almost boiling. So from 124, we turn the water dispenser off, and now look at how we are sitting at 29 or 29, 28, 24 volts. If it's a 48 volts, it's different. Oh, well, the tea kettle dropped. So we pull in only 49 and 51 amps. Okay, something just shut off again. So everything is going to rest. We're back into a regular thing. I think probably the pressure cooker just shut off. Maybe it's already the rice is already, the water is out. So it's just using the steaming process. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this one makes sense. I love you guys all. And live from the command center, jwsolarusa. Make sure like and subscribe. That's only, you can see 4 amps. It's only my fridge and my freezer running.